Hello everyone and welcome back to Hogwarts Mystery. In the last one, we convinced Sierra that we were a good teamwork partner for this investigation, and she agreed after a bit of convincing. So this time we will be going to the hospital wing, which I believe is over here. It is. And then we are going to try and look into Madame Pomfrey's journals, and hopefully we are able to do so, because else the investigation kind of ends here, because then we will not know the student's name. You know, stuff like that. So, let's go in and get the student's name. I just want to see if there's any... Oh, there is conversations. Kind of like it was kind of hidden away for a second there, and then you did not get all the information that you probably needed. Okay, let's see here. Oh, she's 7th year, so she's on the way out. Oh, man. My friend bet that I wouldn't eat 10 pumpkin pastries in a minute. I ate 12. I promptly threw up all over Snape. No! What is it with the jokes on Snape in this one? Like, first of all, he would have He-Man blonde hair. That was apparently a rumor. And then now one threw up on Snape. I feel bad for him now. Like, Halloween is not his time of years. Okay, that's funny. Sad for Snape, but kind of funny. Okay, let's see here. I thought I was lobster? Lopsick? Lobster sick? No, I thought I was lovesick. It turns out I was just regular sick. Aww. That's kind of both, like, sad and cute at the same time. Wouldn't you guys say that? Because it's like he thought he had fallen in love with someone, and then it just turns out he's sick. That's such a sad scenario. I hope you didn't write a love letter then. But maybe you'll get a girlfriend after this, or boyfriend. I don't judge. Let's see here. I cast the curse of the bogies on myself to get out of transfiguration. What? Don't cast a curse on yourself to avoid McGonagall? Man, if she finds out, you're in trouble, young man. Are there any more? No. Okay. Good enough. Then, let's go and talk to Sierra. How are we going to convince Madame Pomfrey to let us search through her patient files? Simple. We're not going to convince her. Oh, we are back to our old bride, sneaking around and making all the things that we should not do. Even our smile says it. I'm gonna do something I'm probably not supposed to do. What? I'm going to distract Madame Pomfrey while you search for the name of the victim of the werewolf attack. I have a bad feeling about going behind Madame Pomfrey's back. But if it will let us get some answers about what exactly happened, I'm in. Only, how are you going to distract Madame Pomfrey? Don't put a curse on yourself, girl. Don't, no, please. I figured I would fake an illness or injury. Why? Madame Pomfrey has been catching students pretending that they are ill to get out of class for decades. She's not going to be easily fooled. Good point. Any suggestions? Most people get caught right away because they either pick these outlandish illnesses that are easy to debunk, or are so poor at faking symptoms that Madame Pomfrey can tell right away that nothing is actually wrong. I suggest you stick to a specific symptom, come up with a believable story, and sell it realistically. Good advice, Sierra. But don't tell students how to skip class. Please don't. This is basically just a tutorial how to get out of class and school, right? That's a bad one. Madame Pomfrey will eventually realize you're fine, of course. But if you are convincing it would take her long enough to examine you that I will have time to look through her records. Got it, Sierra. I think I'm ready to distract Madame Pomfrey. Okay, which illness are we going to claim that we have? Pale child syndrome? I don't know. Wait, I will come with you. Your story might be more convincing if I pick it up. Wait, I will come with you. Your story might be more convincing if I pick it up. Madame Pomfrey, I don't feel so well. I'm worried that something is wrong. You appear normal. No obvious plagues or rashes. What seems to be ailing you? Oh, she's already kinda, she's already kinda seeing through a little scam, isn't she? I feel fatigued. My head hurts. My stomach hurts. Oh. Okay, what are our options of illnesses? I feel fatigued. My head hurts. My stomach hurts. Well, she's already concluded that we probably don't have a stomach bug, because we're not cramping together with our stomach. However, a little thing about me is I often suffer from, or not often, but time to time, I suffer from very nasty migraines. So I know how that feels. We could also say fatigued. I don't think you should say the stomach hurts, because I think that we have already been called out on that one, because we're not, if your stomach really hurts, you will be bent over and holding your stomach. And it's not just a fake, it's actually an actual reaction to do, because your body just cramped together like that. Your head hurts, that's not always visible. And feeling fatigued is kind of the same, it's not always visible. But just because I know I suffer from migraines from time to time, I think I'll be using my head hurts. My head really hurts. I can barely think. So you were in no state to attend class today, No, Madame Pomfrey. Ray was going to go wait it out, but I warned her not to. Especially not after I learned what prompted the headache. Oh, is that so? Those, oh really? That's so funny. Oh, why is that? I fell off my broomstick while practicing my flying outside of class today, and landed awkwardly. Feeling nothing felt broken, so I wasn't too worried. But Sierra insisted. It's good that she did. Head injuries can be quite serious. Indeed they can. If she has a concussion, like if it had been a real fall and she had landed on her head and her head really hurts, and light would, like the same with the migraine, light or sunlight is your worst enemy. Any kind of light when you have migraines is your worst enemy. It's the same if you have a concussion. It can actually make it a lot worse. So yeah, it's a good thing that if it was a real thing, that you should go to the infirmary or the nurse's office or where you are, because it's so important to the head. You only have one head. That's saying it nicely. You only have one head, and if it's damaged for good, because stuff can't be replaced there as much. So yeah. I had better take a look at you then. Thank you for bringing Miss Bright here, Miss Labrowska. I'll take it from here. Now lay down on the bed, and I will take a more thorough look at you. Yeah. Okay, so now we're in our own little bed, dressed as a witch, because we are. And then we will go through it. Oh, it's only a 1 hour one. Well, that's fine. We can do that. And let's see here. Let's ask Let's ask Madame Pomfrey first. Divert attention. You're still considerably less needy than Professor Snape when he was out cold. When did Professor Snape fall off a broom? Or did he hit his head? Are we getting... Is it everything about Snape in this go-around? Like, Snape has blonde hair, someone threw up on him, he apparently hit his head, and he was out cold. Why is everything about Snape? Oh, poor him. Oh, man. Okay, the easiest... Oh, well, if it's a concussion, you should probably not, but the easiest way to see if something actually hurts in your head is is pupil dilation and stuff like that. If everything reacts normally, then you're technically fine. Your head just really hurts. But yeah, interesting. Let's see. I really want to see what the counter have to say. Well, it's a 1 hour one, so I would rather have the information from Madame Pomfrey, really. I need you to hold still so I can check your vitals. Oh, that's a good idea. And then she would most likely check the pupil dilation, how quick the pupil reacts to sunlight or any kind of light, which is probably not advised to do if you have a concussion, but the pupil reaction would be different if you have migraines or a concussion, stuff like that, as far as I know. I'm only saying this because as far as I know, because I've been I was checked for these chronic migraines, and when I had one, I was checked and they lit a light in my eye to see my pupil dilation. It was so horrible, and my head started to hurt really bad, but that was apparently just to see if my pupils would react of a person who has migraines, and mine did, apparently. I don't know. Doctor, you don't always understand what doctors say to you. You just go with it because you trust them, kind of thing, I guess. Anyway, let's talk to her. I can assure you, you're not dying. Well, it's just a headache, then, right? So what do we have to say? Act! Oh, can we act? Madame Pomfrey, is that you? I think my vision is fading. Oh, don't say that. Don't start to put in more stuff. Just say my head hurts, and light is really the worst enemy in all those things, because then it's clearly a migraine or a really, really nasty headache. Okay, let's watch the counter. It deserves an attention too. Where is that thermometer? It's almost as if someone vanished it. Oh no, thermometers. I hope it's a mouth one then, because they're not fun. That's probably the last one. And we're circling with her. Great, so we can just discuss with her. There we go. That was the last one. You're not going to poke me with any needles, are you? Well, if she needs to get a blood test from you, she probably needs a little pokey around with a needle. However, for a headache, I don't think you are going to have gonna be blood tested in any way. I don't think so. So let's see here. I have examined you thoroughly. I have examined you thoroughly, and I can with certainty tell you that you are fine. You made it out just with a headache this time, but please be more careful on your broom next time you fly. So she does believe that we have a headache. That was the only thing we stated with, and then she just checked through if we had a concussion or not, which is probably the first thing a nurse or something would check after, of course. However, let's check. Let's see here. That's a relief, Madame Pomfrey. Thank you for looking after me. Be sure to thank Miss Lambrosca as well for her diligence. Yes, because that's what you really want your friends to do. Like, if this has been a real situation where our little bright character had hurt her head, you would want your friends to take you to the nurse's office if you can't do it yourself. Like, don't just look at a wound and think, oh, it's gonna be fine. It's not always just gonna be fine. be sure to get checked if you feel a little woozy or you have nasty headaches and stuff, because it can be some... just be sure to get checked when checks are needed and advised. Just don't try and walk it off and say it's gonna be fine, because it's not always gonna be fine. So, yeah, basically that's it. I had no idea Sierra was so knowledgeable about healing.
Oh!
Indeed, she's the most talented intern I have. Oh, she's an intern at the infirmary? Or hospital wing? I always say infirmary. The hospital wing? That's interesting. Sierra helps you here in the hospital wing? Yes. During her free periods, she wants to work at St. Mungo's hospital one day.
Oh!
She has impeccable bedside manner and always does well of her way and always goes well out of her way for her patients. Aww. Madame Pomfrey is so nice when she hasn't realized we were lying to her. But she seems so kind. That's so nice. Once she even stayed up all night rubbing the back of a student affected by a slug vomited charm. If it's from dueling, I am sorry. Because that's one of my favorite attacks during dueling. I'm so sorry. It's rare to find such patience in practicing healer, because I don't think I need a bucket. I think I need to... Well, because of things like that. You are free to go, unless you will help me stay and clean. Did our character just throw up? Oh no. I think I will pass Madame Pomfrey, but thank you again. Aww. Madame Pomfrey seems like you don't really see her often. You don't really see her a lot in the movies, but I like this game because you get more into the characters. You get to know some of the teachers even better in a world that you probably only get really thorough through the books or at Pottermore or stuff like that. But in the game, it kind of you get an insight to them, which is really nice, and even new characters as well, which you can add on. Sierra, how did it go? Did you find the one... did you find the attacked student's file? Yes, her name was Pippa Macmillan. She's a third year at Gryffindor. She was found leaving the Forbidden Forest with gashes on her arm. Oh no. So she's scratched. Isn't it a scratch that can turn them into werewolves? I think so. And was treated based on her claim that she had been attacked by a werewolf. It sounds like we have our confirmation that it is a werewolf, but perhaps more importantly, we have a name. Let's talk to Pippa Macmillan. She might be able to tell us more information, including who the werewolf might be. Sounds like a logical assumption. Get the student's name. Okay. Pippa just finished in the charms classroom. Let's go talk to her while she's still free. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. However, I think we'll be doing that in the next one. And until next time, take care and have a fantastic day.